Welcome to the Young Guns Project, a mark in time for successful young people standing on the edge of their future. Today we've got Munroe Martin, who's 28. You can wave.
Hello.
You can laugh. How are you?
Good, how are you?
So you've just flown in from Australia
Yeah.
yesterday, last night.
Yeah, fresh.
And before that, ye old London town where you spent 3 years
Yeah.
of your beautiful young life. Which is, I thought this morning, that's actually 10% of your time you've been on the planet.
Crazy.
It is, eh?
Yeah.
So what I want to talk to you about is for young people who are looking to do an OE, how to get there, how to get a job, because you actually managed to get a job before you went to London, what it's like living in London. So tell us about that from the start. You decided you were going to do something else, weren't you? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so pre-COVID, I'd had a lot of family friends that had worked on super yachts. So I was like, I want to go do that. I want to go travel. So that was the plan. Did my super yacht course, booked a one-way flight to France, and then COVID happened.
Damn.
So no flights. My flight got cancelled, I think. And then obviously super yachts weren't really having people on, so the industry kind of just halted. So I'd already quit my job. So I had no job, and then we're in lockdown, so I was staying at my parents' house. And I actually went on the benefit as well because...
On the Benny, yeah.
Yeah, because I was stuck with no work or anything like that. So I was like, I may as well. And then eventually when lockdown ended, still super yachts, there wasn't really a lot going on. You obviously couldn't really travel much. So I kind of never ended up working on super yachting. So
what did you do then between there and when you did leave the country?
So basically I was like, I need a job. And I was applying for lots and lots of jobs, and I ended up getting a job in architectural lighting, which is what I still do now.
Yep. Not far from here.
No, in Ponsonby. Ponsonby Road,
and that company was called
Inlight.
Yeah. Worked
there for, I think, about 3 years, which was amazing.
You really?
Yeah.
So what's good about lighting?
Well, it's kind of something that I feel like most people, you wouldn't even realise, like you don't even think about lighting. But then once you get into it, there's this whole entire world.
Yeah.
Which you're like, wow, this is crazy. But I work in architectural lighting. It's like high-end lighting, so high-end homes, like high-end offices, hospitality,
right,
everything, yeah.
So that's become your passion now? No?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Or as a job, you're passionate about it?
I am, yeah.
Okay, that's good, isn't it?
Well, I like design, like architecture and things like that, so it kind of fits into that.
And along the way, you got yourself a boyfriend.
Yes, we
Taylor
met
Jones.
during super yacht course.
Yeah, through the super yacht course, yeah. Mm-hmm. He wasn't actually going to go on the super yacht course, he was just looking for a girlfriend. Yeah, and so then you decided you were going to go to London.
Yeah.
So tell us about that adventure.
Well, I'd also had family friends who had lived in London, and my stepmum lived in London back in her day. And then, so it was always something in the back of my mind that I thought I want to do that as well. And then one night, I think we were making dinner, and I was like, we should move to London. And Taylor was like, okay, let's do it. So then Taylor had never been to London before either, but I had been. You had? I'd been a couple of times. So I knew that, like, I was going to like it. So yeah, then we just saved up as much money as we could. Yeah. And we knew we wanted to travel as well, so we did like a month of travelling around Europe before we settled in London.
Right. And so for other young people looking to do a similar thing, what is the process of actually, other than just going to the airport and getting on a plane, what's the process of getting yourself a place to live? Was that difficult? What about a job?
Well, so you need a visa as well.
Oh, okay.
But basically you just need a little bit of money and a visa and book a flight, and you'll be all right.
Get going.
But I would say I was really lucky that I work in a niche industry. So I got a job before we got to London, which is like quite unusual, I would say. But definitely for people going, I would say get there first and then start applying for jobs, because if you're not, it's such a competitive market that if you're not actually there, then it's like an easy way for them to just be like, okay, get rid of that application. Yeah. So I would say don't really, unless you work and like you have a good connection, I would say just wait till you actually get there and then start applying.
Yeah, because some kids go, well, I'm not going to go until I get a job, so that's probably not going to happen. It's just too hard.
Yeah. And always like get a job in a pub or like just some casual work.
Yeah, any job.
Because you'll chew through your savings pretty quickly if you're not working.
So it's quite expensive there.
Yeah, it's mega expensive.
And with the, what's a Kiwi only worth 40-something pence or something? Yeah. Is it like that?
Yeah, to the pound, yeah.
Yeah. So in Kiwi money, a coffee's going to cost you like $10 or something.
Yes.
What's a coffee? £3, £4?
Yeah, $3.50.
Yeah, so $9 Kiwi or something for a coffee. Yeah, and beer is expensive.
Depends where you go, but it's more expensive than here, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so you go there, get a job anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
How about getting a place to live? Because there is Kiwi and Australian Facebook pages there as well. Is that how you found your place?
Yeah, that's how we found like both of the flats that we lived in. Because on Kiwis in London, they do like a what do you call it? Like a thread where people advertise flats.
Right.
So we were actually quite lucky. We got our place quite quickly, but is kind of expensive, but you make it work.
Yeah, and so but you took the whole flat, didn't you? And then you found some other flatmates, or was that the second one?
No, we found another couple who were looking for a flat, and we kind of buddied up and found a flat together.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got a job in a flat.
You're on your way.
On your way, yeah. And the good thing about living there
Travel.
in the UK? Travel, yeah.
That's probably the best part.
Right.
You can get on a flight and be in Italy, France, anywhere in, like within a couple hours.
Right.
Yeah.
And how much does that cost?
I think the cheapest flight we did was to Croatia. We paid £40 return, I want to say. So like,
how do they make any money out of that? That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's amazing for us.
Yeah. So you just pick whatever the cheap flights were, and then you just go to wherever the country that was going to.
Basically, yeah.
And out of all of Europe, what was the most the favourite place you went to?
Portugal.
Yeah.
It was amazing. We hired a van there and just like drove around, and you can kind of like freedom camp in some areas of Portugal. Yeah. So you just pull up next to the beach. You've got like a beautiful view of the beach from your bed in the van, which was really cool. Morocco is amazing as well.
Yeah.
It's cool to go to Africa.
It's cool to go to Africa, yeah. And did you feel safe?
In London?
Yeah. Because you see a lot of stuff on social about, the pickpockets and people grabbing people's phones. And
yeah, you just have to keep your wits about you, I would say.
Yeah.
Even like travelling home at night time, like being a girl.
Yeah. It's
safe enough, but I would say, just be aware.
Aware. So when you first got there, because you'd obviously done a little bit of travel before you went there, so you might have a young Kiwi person going over there for the first time. It's a big city. What is there, like, what's the population? 11 or 12 million or something?
Yeah, I think maybe bigger? 9 million.
9 million, okay. So a lot of people there.
More people in just London than there is in the whole of New Zealand.
Yeah, by over double, yeah. And so is that overwhelming when you turn up?
Yes, it's a big city.
Yeah.
But I think you kind of like the New Zealand community kind of like stays together a lot, which is nice.
Yeah.
So you just kind of get used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's other people, when you went there, were there other people from New Zealand you knew?
We didn't know anyone, basically, when we moved there. But over time, we created like a really great group of friends. And we found like every single person there, like Kiwis or Aussies, they're all going through the exact same experience as you. Yeah. So you can kind of bond over that and like make connections like that, which is nice because you feel like obviously you're on the other side of the world from your family, but you've got other people around you who are feeling the exact same thing and like having the exact same emotions as what you are, which is quite comforting.
Missing your dad.
Yeah.
No, it's nice because you have a commonality then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think back in the day, people just went to a pub.
People there, I would say, when you get like out of school, it's quite hard to make new friends because people were like set in their friend groups that they've had in school. Whereas like in London, everyone, like a lot of people move there not knowing anyone. Yeah. And so people are a lot more open to making new friends there, which is really nice. Like people want to meet other people and yeah.
So you built a Kiwi community there because you played some sport there as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I played netball.
Yeah.
But the girls my team were mostly all British.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah, which was nice.
But generally, the British attitude towards Kiwis is pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like us.
Good.
As far as I can tell.
Good. And the company you work for, tell us about that.
So they're called Delta Light. It's a Belgian-owned company. And I worked there the whole time.
Right.
We lived in London.
For the 3 years, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good company.
Yeah.
Where I worked in New Zealand was quite a small company. There was only like 4 of us in that office. And then moving to London, I think there was about 20 of us in that office. So it was quite a different experience, but it was a nice company to work for.
But they manufacture their own lights in Belgium.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they have an office in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And their range is like upper end or general?
It's higher end, yeah. Architectural stuff, not so much decorative.
No, okay.
Like chandeliers and things.
Yeah, and so you've come back and you came through Australia. You went for some job interviews in Australia. Mm-hmm. So how did that go? Because obviously there's a lot of people going from New Zealand to Australia.
Yeah.
And although it's different to London, you've still got to front up to people and sell yourself on getting a job. So how did that go?
Good.
Yeah?
I think after you've done the first one, it gets easier to kind of like talk about yourself.
Yeah.
But I also kind of think when I was going to do my first one, I was like, oh, I'm a bit nervous. But then
the one in Australia?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, actually, there's not really much reason to be nervous. Like, these are just people. I'm just going to go and have a conversation with them and, like, did a little bit of prep with, like, AI.
Oh, you Googled them? No.
Well, yeah, I Googled them, and then I was like asking ChatGPT, what questions are they going to ask me? Like, what should I say, kind of thing, which I felt like helped me prepare really well.
Really? And ChatGPT was right with the questions they asked you?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, right.
But I mean, yeah, everyone kind of asked the same general questions. I think I did about 4 interviews while I was there, and everyone asks the same kind of things.
Yeah. So it's probably a similar thing to you need to front up and be there to get the interviews if you're looking to move to Australia as well.
Well, the lighting industry is very small, so everyone kind of knows everyone. So I had some connections already. So I would just cold message on LinkedIn to different people while I was still in London, and then basically set up meetings for when I was in Australia.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. And tell us about your job, because you've been working from a young age. Tell us about your job experience when you were younger and what drove you to do that.
Okay, what was my first job? Mowing lawns.
Was it?
Was it? I think I was like 14, maybe.
Yeah.
And my brother and my sister and we drove tractors around mowing lawns, which was great. And then maybe I was 15 and I started working at the local Foursquare. Yeah. And I remember, I think I was actually too young legally to work, but I said to the guy, don't worry about it. It'll be all right. And I kept going back there. I think he was a bit unsure about the whole thing. Yeah. And then I kept going back there and asking him, because it was our local Foursquare, so we would go there all the time. And I'd keep on asking him every time I went there if I could have a job.
He's worried about you selling alcohol, and you said, don't worry, because I don't drink.
Yeah. And then eventually I had enough of the Foursquare, so I moved to the local cafe.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And then after that, I moved to the new restaurant that was opening, and then finished school. So yeah, since I was about 14 or so.
Yeah, and so you're another young person that didn't go to university, although you're certainly smart enough to do it. And so what was the threshold for that? Why didn't you decide to go to university?
I didn't feel like there was any career that was like really calling to me. There was nothing that I was like, I know that I definitely want to do that. And so I didn't want to go to university and just like pick something random and then end up with this debt and then at the end of it be like, I don't actually really want to do that. Yeah. So I decided just not go. I worked full time at the local restaurant for a year and then decided I wanted to go travelling. So I did 3 months travelling around Europe. At
what age?
I think I must have been like 19.
Well, that's young, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. But I loved it.
Yeah, that's good. You had the get up and go and do that at such a young age, because probably not a lot of 19-year-olds wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think it was a bit scary, but
yeah,
I loved it when I was there.
Yeah. And so, what about a house? You're a property owner?
Yeah.
Really?
I've got my little house.
You're a little go-getter, aren't you?
So my brother and his now wife and I, we bought a section of land in Red Beach and then built 2 houses on it and subdivided. So our houses are right next door to each other, which is nice.
You get on right with your brother?
Yeah, he's all right.
He's all right, yeah.
He's a bit
good
grumpy,
neighbour, you think?
Well, it's quite handy if you run out of toilet paper or something. You can just yell over the balcony.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, they throw some over.
And so, tell me about that experience. So, getting your own home, how did that make you feel?
It was great. I actually wasn't sure about it at first because this was just pre-COVID when I was going to go travelling.
Yeah.
And live in Europe. So I didn't really want to have this thing weighing down on me while I was off exploring.
You didn't want to buy a house.
I didn't. But
what did you say? I thought I'd leave it till later.
Did I?
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a good stake in the ground for you, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm so passionate about young people buying their first house. And as I was saying to Maddie, the average first home buyer now is 37, and because just people keep putting it off.
Yeah, it's kind of like it was the first stepping stone.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad that I did it at the time.
Yeah.
That we did, because it'd only be harder now. It's only going to get harder and harder.
Yeah, maybe. It may be. I'd be interested to see if you ever move back into that house.
Yeah.
Do you think
we'll
you will?
See.
Or?
I don't know. Depends how much we like Australia.
Yeah. Well, I hope you don't stay there too long. So the young people that will be listening to this, because you've had quite at your young age, you've had a very adventurous life.
Yeah.
Yeah, done lots of things. And so the young people that are listening to this, what advice have you got for them?
I would say whatever you want to do, just go out and do it.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of young people will always say, one day I'd like to do this, or one day maybe I'll do that. But instead of like when we decided we wanted to move to London, we're like, okay, let's do it. This is the timeline. It's not like one day I'd really like to, go work on super yachts. Obviously that didn't work out. But
no, but you could have. If it hadn't been for COVID, you would have been on the super yachts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But life is like that. Sometimes things change and you just have to roll with it. And
ended up on a different path.
Yeah. So one other thing is the time that you walked out on the field with the All Blacks.
Yeah, shout out to Mum. Mum put me in the drawer.
What happened there? And how old were you then?
I don't know, maybe 15.
Oh, maybe younger, I don't know.
Maybe? How would you know?
I don't know.
But yeah, Mum put me in the draw. ANZ were doing some competition for the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah.
And she put me in and I was selected, one of the kids. And I got to walk out on the field with the All Blacks for the Rugby World Cup when it was being held here. And it was actually... And I got to go with the All Blacks, which was even cooler.
Yeah.
And
it was Richie McCaw.
It was, Richie McCaw's 100th Test match, something like that. It was a special one, so I was very lucky.
And that was that the French game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a pool game. It wasn't the final. But that was the year that we won as well.
Yeah, it's good, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you had some nice little highlights through your life, haven't you? From mowing lawns to walking out with the All Blacks.
Yeah, I think it was actually Mum wanted me to run out with the All Blacks more than I did, I think. But that's cool.
Yeah, well, Mum couldn't do it, so
no.
Yeah, at least somebody did it.
Yeah, she was living through me.
Yeah, so you're going to be back home for a little while, and then you're going to. You've had a couple of jobs, or you've had one job offer out of Australia.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have another.
Yeah,
chasing it up. Probably be home for a month or so, and then head to Australia.
Yeah, good. And where in Australia would you like to go?
Thinking Melbourne.
Melbourne, yeah.
Or Sydney.
Right.
Probably Melbourne.
So now you've been to London, Auckland's not sophisticated enough for you?
No, it's not that. I just think obviously where we're from in Red Beach, it's a little bit slower pace lifestyle, which is nice, but we're not ready for that just yet.
No, when you've been living in a city with, 9 million people?
Yeah, it's a bit more going on.
A lot of hustle and bustle. You're going to hear a lot of crickets around Red Beach or...
No, just cicadas.
Cicadas. Yeah. Well, I've got to say I'm proud to be your father. And thanks for coming on my podcast.
Thanks for having me.